Okay. So now that you have your super sexy eyes, you're gonna need a face to go along with it. As silly as that sounds. So we're gonna do a cream contour. Super scary idea, but we're gonna do it like the pros. I'm gonna teach you how. So this is a cream contour kit, Anastasia Beverly Hills. We are gonna start, I usually start with a highlighter. So I use just a little bit bigger concealer brush. Go in, I'm using kind of this little bit more yellow shade because this is a little bit more dramatic. It's more of a nighttime look. So you're gonna use like a banana powder, a banana contour. So we're gonna put highlights anywhere that we would put like that highlighting setting powder like we've done in the other videos. Just kind of go in. Don't have to blend it out super well at first. Kind of a triangle underneath your eye. So heavier toward the middle and then kind of blend it out. Along the tops of your cheekbones. And just along there. Then just along the bridge of your nose. And I like to do just a little triangle, kind of pointing down toward my nose on my forehead. So keeping all of this, once again, a little bit brighter, this area. Then we're gonna highlight just under. So here's my natural contour. Here's my natural cheekbone. So we're gonna go just under that line. It's just gonna kind of enhance that shadow with the highlight underneath. Then I like to do a little bit of highlight just along my top lip. So I'll probably look a little silly right now. Then we're gonna go in with our cream shadow. So I'm gonna use this color right in the middle. It's kind of the perfect mix of cool and warm tones. It's not too warm, it's not too cool. And I'm gonna go just along the base of my cheekbone. A little bit darker toward the outside, a little bit softer as you get closer to your lips, the center of your face. So there you are. And then we're going to do just a little along the sides of our nose. So just kind of pat it there. Not too dark, because this should be just a little bit more subtle. So there. A lot of people would do it along the hairline. I think that's a little bit more subtle. We don't need as much there, so I'm gonna stick to my powders for that part. I'm gonna use this. This is a Killer MAC brush. Super, super concentrated bristles. Makes blending really, really easy. So I'm gonna start at my shadow. Just kind of go in circles. It's just gonna blend that line. You don't wanna completely blend it. You still wanna know that that shadow's there. But just blend it in so it's not a harsh line right under that highlight. And then so it looks really, really harsh right now. But now we're gonna go in with our powders and we'll kind of soften that up. So back to our Anastasia contour kit with the powders. Exact same brushes. I'm gonna use the same colors. So I'm going here for my shadow. Really, really lightly. You have that cream on there now, so it's gonna wanna stick. It's gonna wanna go a little bit darker. So just make sure you're using a really light hand. This brush is just a powder brush. It has a little bit more of a flatness to it, more than my blush brush does. But it's not as narrow as like a contour brush. I like that it has a little bit more of a spread. It doesn't give you as much concentrated color anywhere, so that it's a little bit more natural. So just along that shadow, darker towards the outsides, a little bit softer as you come in toward the center of your face. Along your hairline, just the same as we've been doing. Once again, super soft hand because we have all of that cream. You don't want to go too dark. Along our jaw. And the outsides of our face. So just creating that really pretty cheekbone face structure that we are all looking for. So I'm a bit too dark here. Just gonna kind of blend that out. Easy. Then I'm gonna take just your good old-fashioned Walmart Walgreens sponge, and I'm actually gonna use a Laura Mercier setting powder. So really, really pretty. There's some gypsy hair on it. Everywhere. So just a setting powder. Just gonna take the sponge. This is what people refer to as baking your face. So you're just gonna set that powder on top of your highlights and just leave it there. So we're not really worrying about blending. We're just doing kind of a thick setting of that powder. So just pat it into all those places that we just applied that cream contour and let it really set in. Okay, now you look like you've been baking. Looks like the flour blew up in your hands. So the baking part is you let it sit. So we're gonna go ahead and do our brows while we wait on that to bake. Okay, so brush those brows out. And same thing. Keeping them natural, those short little brush strokes. Following the natural shape. You can probably go a little bit darker when you do a little bit of a more dramatic eye. But still want it to look natural. Put a little holding gel on those guys. Keep the curly cues in place. And there you have it. So let your face bake. A lot of times I'll do my lashes, drink a little wine, take a little break. Let that all set in really, really well, and then we'll brush off the excess. So here we go. So let's take just a good little blending brush. This is a small contour brush, for getting technical. And we're just kind of gonna go in circles. Soften out that setting powder, blend it all together. Don't go too crazy, don't brush it off. Just kind of get rid of those heavy places. Blend all of that out. You ever thought about the crazy faces we make while doing makeup? This project has made me think about it. Blend all of that. And there you have it. A really, really pretty contour. So we're gonna go in with just that natural blush. This is Gingerly by MAC. A big round blush brush, powder brush. I like this once again because it's going to give you a lot of coverage, but if you're just very light-handed, it's going to look very pretty, very natural. So just along the tops of those cheekbones, darker toward the outside, lighter toward the center. And then just a little bit of highlighter. This is Hourglass. This is brand new. Iridescent Strobe Light by Hourglass at Sephora. So just along the tops of those cheekbones. Along the bridge of your nose. And that top lip. That finger. Just a little bit. Insides of those eyes. Just to knock them out. Brighten up those smoky, pretty eyes. And there you have it. All we need is a good lip and we are all done. So, I'm using Staunchly Stylish as my liner again. A good neutral nude. And I'm gonna line my lips. And this time, for a little bit more dramatic look, I'm gonna go pretty dark on the outside corners of my lips and leave the center pretty light. So, dark here. And here. And then I'm going to use Politely Pink for my lipstick. And I'm really going to keep it toward the center of my lips. I'm not even really going to go into that darker area. Just kind of let those blend together. Gives you a little bit of extra definition. And if you really want to wow them, take a little bit of that highlighter just in the center. And there you are. Your Wine Night Smoky Eye.